Stone Zone, baby. Stone
Woo!
Okay, so no introduction needed. We've got Miss Roger Stone here, y'all.
Wow, what
Thank
an
you,
amazing
Roger.
crowd.
Thank you.
I can't wait to hear what I have to say. First of all, I want to thank Citizens for Trump, Bikers for Trump, Veterans for Trump, Women for Trump, Latinos for Trump, African Americans for Trump,
That's
Lithuanians for Trump, Hungarians for Trump, like myself, Italian Americans for Trump. I am Italian from the waist down, half Italian. It's a great honor to be here, and first of all to salute Citizens for Trump, which is the first real grassroots political organization I've seen since the days of Barry Goldwater. And just as Goldwater transformed the Republican Party, we are going to transform America. Now, I have had the privilege of attending every Republican National Convention since 1964. Went to the first one when I was 12 years old because the woman who lived next door was a Goldwater alternate. And she gave me a book called Conscience of a Conservative. That was the document that transformed me into a libertarian-based conservative who believed in smaller government, individual freedom, a strong national defense, and a foreign policy that had one simple criteria: putting American interests first. Now, I have had the privilege of working in 9 Republican presidential campaigns, starting with my mentor, Richard Nixon, all the way through Ronald Reagan. And I must tell you, I have never been more excited about a presidential campaign. I have never seen a grassroots uprising, an insurrection by the American people who realize that this election is unlike any other election that we have seen, and I'll tell you why. This is not the Republicans versus the Democrats.
That's right.
This is the elites of the Republican and Democratic Party who have driven this country into the ditch versus Donald J. Trump and the rest of America.
Right.
Now, in 1988, I urged Donald Trump to run for president.
Thank you.
And it wasn't the right time. In 2000, I urged him again to run for president, and I was privileged to be the chairman of his Presidential Exploratory Committee.
Right.
But it still was not the right time. 3 years ago, taking a good look at Mitt Romney, I again urged him to run for president. And in retrospect, I would admit that it was still probably not the right time. But now I think the American people are tired of politics as usual. They are tired of the BS from the career politicians who promise us hope and change but give us small change.
Hope and dope.
And it is, sadly, the two-party duopoly that has given us endless war, erosion of our civil liberties,
That's right.
massive debt and borrowing.
You damn right they have.
They have given us a foreign policy that is expensive and incoherent.
And we're broke.
And we are stone cold broke. So when Hillary Clinton decided to bomb Libya so that we could institute Sharia law to put the women of Libya back 2,000 years, we had to go to the national credit card to borrow the money for the bombing. That is how pathetic the Obama-Clinton administration has been. In Donald Trump, the American people see a man who cannot be bought and cannot be bullied. They see a man who is not controlled by the special interests, the lobbyists, the special pleaders, the super PACs, the billionaires, a man who will answer only to the American people.
Amen. That's right.
Folks, I'm just warming up.
Roger. Don't hurt him, Roger.
That's a move I learned from James Brown, by the way. This is the most important election of my lifetime.
Nice.
But a campaign has two requirements.
Yes.
First, you have to qualify your candidate, and then you have to disqualify the other candidate.
That's easy to do.
Now, in Donald Trump, we have a leader, a man of courage, a man of integrity, a man with the cojones to take on the two-party duopoly and bring real, fundamental change to America.
Right direction.
And in Mike Pence, we have a man who understands the role of the vice presidential candidate. It's a supporting role. It's a role to support the man at the top and his agenda. And the number one agenda, other than dealing with terrorism in this country, is to rebuild the prosperity and opportunity of the American people.
Right. Right.
Mike Pence is a job creator. Donald Trump is a job creator. Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton think jobs are created by the federal government.
And that's bullshit.
And they will foster policies that have killed jobs in America. NAFTA, TPP, these phony globalist trade deals that have sucked the jobs and the spirit from the American people.
Giant sucking sound.
That's right.
It is my great honor to have been preceded today by my friend Alex Jones. And as I told CNN this morning, better Alex Jones than his cousin Van Jones. Folks, I'm a giant fan of Infowars.com.
Yeah!
I see so many Hillary for Prison t-shirts out there. And I am just honored to be here with so many patriots. I want to say a special word about Tim Salati Sr. and Kathleen Flaherty and the good folks and Citizens for Trump who had to go to federal court to knock down the gag rules to suspend our free speech rights. They didn't want us here today.
No!
They did.
And they still don't.
They did.
And the Democratic machine, you can look across Cleveland. Take a look at the factories. They're closed.
That's right.
They're out of business. This is the legacy of Democratic leadership in this country. Now, I'd be remiss if I didn't say a few words about Hillary Clinton. Let's be very clear. The Hillary Clinton you see on TV is not the real Hillary Clinton.
That's right.
Hillary Clinton is a short-tempered, foul-mouthed, greedy,
That's what she is.
bipolar,
Right.
mentally unbalanced
Right.
criminal.
That's what she is.
Now, in the 1980s, when we had only ABC and NBC and CBS, you could suppress the truth for the American
Dinosaur
people.
news now.
Right.
Today, we have the internet.
That's right.
We have talk radio.
We got drugs.
We have cable TV. We have Matt Drudge.
Yeah.
We got the
have
Stone
truth
Zone.
tellers.
That's right.
And therefore, the truth can no longer be suppressed.
Right.
And the American people do not know the facts about the Clintons.
They don't.
They don't remember Travelgate, where Hillary had veteran public servants arrested so she could give the travel business to her cronies in Arkansas and then lied under oath about it. They don't know about Vince Foster. They told us that he died in Fort Marcy Park.
Natural causes.
And his body was found 50 yards down a muddy trail.
They moved his body.
But there was no mud or dirt on his shoes.
That's right.
How do we know this? The FBI toxicology report. But there was carpet fiber all over his body. That's because they rolled him in a carpet.
Yes, they did.
Hillary Clinton ordered that a guy named Sullivan and a guy named Kennedy, her hoodlums, her thugs, move his body
Yes.
because she feared that his office at the old executive office building where his death occurred would become a crime scene.
Right.
And where the most sensitive papers that would prove the criminality of the Clintons would be subject to federal investigators.
All the cover. All the cover.
The American people don't know about her making a fortune using insider information to score on cattle futures.
Right.
Hillary Clinton holds herself out as an advocate for women and girls. She is an abuser of women and girls
Yes,
because
right.
Bill Clinton is a serial sexual predator who has attacked, who has raped, who has bitten
On the lip?
multiple credible women. Juanita Broderick, Kathleen Willey,
Yes.
Paula Corbin Jones,
Bite 'em on the
Becky
lip.
Brown,
Right.
Helen Dowdy,
Right.
Christy Zurcher.
Keep 'em coming.
This list goes on and on and on. So I agree with Hillary. These women deserve to be believed.
That's right. That's right.
Now, some of you may be familiar with my book, The Clintons' War on Women. This is the definitive expose of Bill, Hillary, and their nasty, greedy, foul-mouthed, corrupt daughter, Chelsea.
I can't
The
stand
Clinton
her.
Foundation is the largest single money laundering
Yes.
scheme in American criminal history.
Yes, it is.
This is not a charity.
That's right.
This is a slush fund
That's
for
what it is.
grifters.
That's what it is. That's what it is. Yes.
Hillary Clinton tells us she's an advocate for women. She takes money from oppressive Islamic regimes
Saudi
that
Arabia?
oppress gay people, that oppress women, that burn Christians. This is dirty money, and Hillary Clinton has blood on her hands. The truth can no longer be suppressed.
Nope.
And I know the Clintons will deny everything, but I'm happy to have Kathleen Willey and Paula Broderick tell their story, and then Hillary can issue her pro forma their pro forma denials. Let the American people decide who is lying and who's telling the truth.
That's right. Look at the emails, the Clinton emails. Come on.
The email scandal is twofold. Somebody made a decision that the public criticism that they would undergo from erasing the emails would be lesser than the public criticism that would show the nexus between the Clinton State Department
Right.
and the Clinton Foundation. And it shows that every single decision at the U.S. Department of State was for sale, and that Bill and Hillary Clinton took money from the Chinese
Yes.
and from the Russians and from the Saudis
That's
in
right.
return for treason, for return for preferable treatment for those nations.
Yes. That's right. Treason.
General David Petraeus, his career was ruined because he shared one document with his mistress.
Betray us.
And by the way, her book is out now, and it's called All In, which you gotta kind of like. There is no justice, and if I may,
Not without money.
if I may steal a line from the Reverend Al Sharpton, no justice, no peace. Let's
No
say it.
justice.
No justice,
No peace. No justice. No peace. No
We
justice.
demand
No
the
peace.
prosecution of Bill and Hillary Clinton for their crimes.
Hillary for prison.
So in conclusion, I want to thank you all for being here.
Thank
I want to
you, Roger.
apologize for holding you up.
You didn't hold
I
us.
had some meetings that I had to conclude over at the Westin with the members of the Trump staff. I have absolute confidence in Donald Trump. I have absolute confidence in Mike Pence. I have no confidence whatsoever in the mainstream media.
Of course we
I
don't.
have absolute confidence in Paul Manafort and Tony Fabrizio and Jason Miller, hardcore, seasoned political pros that will help Donald Trump to the White House. There will be no steal. Let's be very clear what happened. You read about it for weeks. That the never Trump people were going to stage a coup in the Rules Committee. Did you see the vote?
Yes.
It was 112
Yes.
to 12.
Yes.
The idea of a conscience clause that would allow delegates to say, I'm sorry, voters. I'm sorry, American people. The way you voted in the caucuses and the primaries and the state conventions, that doesn't matter. No, democracy will not be denied. The American people have spoken, and we have our champions in Donald J. Trump and Governor Mike Pence.
Yeah.
Watch out for false flags.
In conclusion, for those, that small band of Republicans who do not choose to join our cause. You will be replaced by hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of new voters, of people who have stopped voting because they know this is a rigged system, and that the Republican and Democratic Party leadership are in it together.
That's right. Both of them. Both of them are in it together. Both of them. I'm sorry.
For those who don't want to join our cause, good riddance. This is not about unity because we are a movement that will adhere new people, new voters, millennials. I predict you right now, Donald Trump will be the candidate of opportunity, the candidate of prosperity, the candidate of job creation. People ask me, how will he win the votes of African Americans? How will he win the votes of Latinos? I will tell you,
my vote.
because my friends who are African American, they want a piece of the American pie. They don't want to be employers. They want to, pardon me, they don't want to be employees. They want to be employers.
We don't want globalism. We don't want globalism.
This is about opportunity, and globalism steals our opportunity.
That's right. Globalism robs us Americans.
So I have a message for George Soros.
Yeah.
I have a message for David Brock. And by the way, all of the worst charges in my book, The Clintons' War Against Women, the use of heavy-handed private detectives and nasty lawyers and the lies and the cover-ups by Hillary Clinton, you know where I got them? David Brock's book, The Education and Seduction of Hillary Rodham, a book he has never recanted or denied. Ladies and gentlemen, we stand on the cusp of history.
Yes, we do.
We stand on the greatest and last opportunity for radical change to save our democratic system, our system of free enterprise, and the spirit and strength and reputation of the United States of America.
That's right. This is historic,
You're a
y'all.
freedom fighter.
That's right.
So, what can you do to help Donald Trump? Volunteer. Give your time. If you can afford it, give your money. This is a crusade for the future of Western civilization. There's only one man who will stand up to Islamic terrorism around the globe and in the United States. Only one man who will protect all people, gay people, black people, yellow people, Hispanic people, all Americans, from the terror of Islamic radicalism. That's right, I said it, Islamic radicalism. That is the enemy. And our president cannot even bring himself to say it.
Because he's a part of it.
So I thank you for being here. I thank you for the opportunity to speak to you.
That's his family.
I thank you for your support.
Thank you,
for
Roger.
your blood and your sweat and your toil. We are on the verge of making America great again. Thank you.